Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of LOB Cast Wrestling, your fortnightly dose of wrestling goodness with me, the voice of reason, Dave Stevens, and of course I am back once again with the Renegade Master. Bringing the ill behaviour is my lyrical tag team partner, the Tower of Power, Lee Hazel.
The second you said back once again, I was like, I know where this is going. I was, oh God, that is the most hype intro yet. I love that one.
Oh, have I got you hyped, Lee?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, when we start talking about the wrestling, I'll probably bring you down a bit.
Oh yeah, but, to be fair, it's good we've started energetically because I don't think this is how this was going to end.
Should we just do a Barney from How I Met Your Mother and just keep this hype train going up?
Yeah.
Let's just keep going up. Let's have some. Do you want some?
I've never had you pegged as a How I Met Your Mother fan. Yes, I would
I trailed off towards the end when it got shit, like everyone else did, let's be honest. Right, so, my turn for beer again.
Yes.
I didn't get these. Ness went shopping, she bought some beer. I'm quite impressed with these, actually.
Ooh.
I don't know what they are, I don't know what they taste like, but the bottles look funny.
Ooh.
So, here we go, we got, look. So, they are called Modelo.
I don't know why I'm laughing there. I mean, like, yes, the bottles are... They're
like little short and stumpy.
Yeah.
It's like a dwarf's beer.
I know. This is almost beer in Lee form.
It's here.
Here we go.
Sorry, that was Lee just looking for the bottle opener. But yes, so we're going to try these. They should be nice and cold.
Yeah, I'm going to get rid of the foil because I absolutely cannot stand that.
Yeah, you don't want to eat the foil. Can I have the bottle opener, please, Lee?
Yes, of course you can. Sorry, mate, I didn't.
We've got to get on. We've got to get these bottles open so we can drink them and talk about wrestling.
Yeah, times are wasting.
Right, should we ching?
Ching.
This is Modelo.
It does look like mead, honestly. Like the golden brown colour of it is actually something quite special.
There's some taste. Ooh.
I don't mind that at all.
That reminds me of them little French lagers my dad used to get. Yes,
absolutely. I was going to say, this is supermarket lager. This is what this is.
I quite like that. That's quite nice.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this bottle's going to last very long, Lee.
No, it's not, Dave. It's not at all. I do have options downstairs, I've got to say, in case we run out.
I got another one by my feet. God, that's going down too nice.
Yeah. Because remember, those little stumpy ones, they weren't that big either. So you ended up at the end of the night looking like an alcoholic because your kitchen counter was just covered in them.
Yeah.
And you probably weren't even that drunk.
I'll have to get some of them in. I ain't had them for years. Because my dad used to drink them, obviously. But
everyone's dad used to drink them. My dad used to drink them. I even wonder whether or not they're
the little ones from Tesco.
Yeah. Like the ones with the French flag on them. Yeah.
Anyway, should we talk about some wrestling?
Yes, let's talk about some wrestling. Obviously, probably the thing to start off with, the most noteworthy thing in what is becoming an increasingly unnoteworthy wrestling scene right now is Saturday night's main event.
Before we carry on, I'm gonna for the listeners, there might be some banging in the background because we are recording this now on November 5th, fireworks night. So there is a lot of fireworks going on right outside the window. Yeah. So you might, hopefully you're not picking up on it, but you never know.
Yes.
But yes, but sorry to interrupt you there, Lee.
Oh, yeah, so Saturday night's main event, frankly, as far as I'm concerned, could have been an email.
I've got one word, 4 letters, wank.
Yes.
That's
Oh my God! If we ever become big, I want that on a T-shirt.
1 word, 4 letters. Wank.
Oh, absolutely! I'd proudly wear that in public.
We'll get some made up.
We'll get some made up
when we go AEW. We'll get some made up
when we go all in next year.
Yeah, just a picture of Jey Uso on it.
Just his face covered in jism.
What?
4 letters, 1 word, Dave.
Not facial. It's got to wank, not fucking facial. Fuck me.
What else did you think of?
It could be wank, but the W's the WWE.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah. That's.
There you go. Hit us up, WWE, for more marketing ideas.
More marketing ideas will get you kicked off the network.
Leave us a comment at LOB Wrestling on all the socials. There we go, cheap plug. Right, yeah, so Saturday night's main event, yeah, it was a bit of a turd, weren't it? I mean, have we got the match list up? I can't even remember. I mean, I can remember...
It's difficult to forget the fact that there was only 4 matches on this thing. Like, usually, we have to constantly be scrolling up and down the computer screen to see what we've got in front of us. And here, it fits nicely on one part of the screen.
We're looking on Wikipedia at the match list, and there was a pre-show match.
Yep.
On there with Bailey and Raquel Rodriguez.
A dark match.
Yeah, I'd much rather have watched that than the rest of this shit.
Yeah,
to be
absolutely.
Honest. That was probably the best match for the live audience. God.
Did you see it?
No, I don't. No, I would have liked to have watched that compared to this rubbish.
Absolutely, mate. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it was just. It
was there.
Yeah.
It was like, okay, so I didn't think this was egregious, but I was like, why have you asked me to take out 2 hours of my day to watch this?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I fast-forwarded the faff, so it was about an hour.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, I was like, 4 matches, 2 hours. Oh, they're going to give this each match is going to be at least 20 minutes. Jade Cargill versus Tiffany Stratton, the only women's match on this entire thing, is 5 minutes.
Yeah. To be honest, I think if it would have went any longer, it would have been terrible.
I mean, yeah,
because actually, I didn't mind that match, probably because it went 5 minutes.
Yeah, because Jade Cargill is only being asked to perform moves and not to sell anything. I don't think Tiffany Stratton... This was a squash match.
Yeah.
Tiffany Stratton got absolutely buried here because Jade Cargill has been booked to basically be a sort of jobber to the stars type character in AEW's women division, and she finally gets her win, and she gets it in 5 minutes against an opponent that does not get any offense in whatsoever.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think Tiffany Stratton might have said something backstage or something, because that was... I mean, I know people are a bit down on Tiffany Stratton at the minute anyway, because she hasn't progressed as a character much.
Yeah,
she's very
just
flat and boring right now.
One note, isn't she?
Yeah.
I mean, being pretty only takes you so far, let's be honest. So...
Yeah, so I think that's, I was shocked at how... I knew it was only going to go 5 minutes. I knew Jade Cargill was dominant, but I didn't realise how dominant she was going to be.
Yeah, I didn't realise it was going to be that shit. To be honest, because I like both of them really as characters. I did like both of them, but this was a bit poor. But this also showed how bad they are compared to other women on the roster.
Oh my god, there is one thing that I really want to rant about that isn't really got anything to do with this show, but definitely with WWE. Why have they handcuffed Stephanie Vaquer to the floating tombstone that is Nikki Bella?
I don't know. I have no idea.
She is being she is the brightest star on the women's roster right now, and she is being dragged down to the bottom of the ocean. Nikki Bella is an albatross around her neck. I swear to God, why is this happening?
The whole women's division is just being presented quite poorly now at the moment.
It's like everybody...
WWE.
Yeah. It's like WWE have heard everybody say that, the women's division is what is carrying WWE at the moment with all of the incredible work that they're doing. And WWE just went, can't have that. Squash them all.
Yeah. You'd have a habit of doing things like that.
Oh, yeah.
It's like back in the day when the tag team division was the most interesting. They thought, let's just split all the tag teams up.
Let's make them all single stars. And people thought that they'd stop doing that after Vince McMahon left. Yeah. But it's still going on. LA Knight has gotten himself over organically with the crowd. He is not getting the push that the crowd wants him to see. So they are burying him. Yeah. Remember a couple of weeks... I don't know what event it was... But he went into the crowd, picked out a sign that said, "We want LA Knight, not Jey Uso." And he took the sign and he showed it to the camera. And he hasn't been seen on WWE TV since because he's being punished for trying to get himself over. Yeah. When he did that organically anyway.
Yeah, I mean... Well, let's go through the card, though. So we had Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre. Just shy of 20 minutes.
Yeah.
It was alright. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad wrestling or anything. It was just ugh.
But I tell you one thing that really irked me throughout this match. This match has got a particular stipulation on it.
Oh, yeah.
Cody Rhodes does not have his champion's advantage. He can lose the title on a disqualification or on a count-out. And that is a point that is ranted on about non-stop by the commentary. They do not shut up about the stipulation. Drew McIntyre, at certain points in this match, just screams at Cody Rhodes' face, "Come on, Cody, get disqualified." Like, that's going to do anything. Like, that's going to convince Cody, "Oh, you know what? I might just get myself disqualified here and lose my championship belt." Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, now see, what the stipulation should have been is Cody can't get disqualified.
Yes.
Like, but Drew McIntyre can't get disqualified.
Yeah.
Canada. That would have been a bit of stipulation.
Yeah.
If Cody loses, if he gets disqualified.
Absolutely.
But Drew McIntyre can't. So then you could have had a situation where Drew McIntyre can get a weapon and hit Cody. And then Cody goes to retaliate and has to, think twice.
And also, it makes Drew look like a complete moron.
Yeah.
Because the reason why champions don't lose their titles on disqualifications and countouts is because those things are easy to cheese. They're easy to, eke out. So all Drew had to do was get anybody from the back, to come down to the ring and hit him in the head. Yeah, something like that. And he did not do that. The easiest way to win a championship in the history of the world was at his fingertips. And you could have done something where that turned into a botch or it backfired against him or something like that. But no, it makes Drew, who is always in the main event, and always the bridesmaid, but never the bride. Yeah. It makes him look worse than he has done for the last year or so. That's the thing.
I mean, if they would have put that on last and did that finish, what a shock!
I know.
What I would want to watch Monday Night Raw.
People were talking about. They were getting excited for the idea. Like, they were cheering for it in the arena. Like, half of the arena for most of the match was going, "Let's go, Drew."
Yeah.
And I'm just
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, they need to. It's like, I mean, I don't want to go on too much of a tangent, but it's like the other week, like Seth Rollins.
No, go on tangents, because what else are we going to do on this
Seth
episode?
Rollins
There's 4 matches.
Seth Rollins gets injured, so they have the Division turn on him to write him out of TV.
Yeah,
but they didn't follow that up with any storyline.
Yeah, exactly.
Why is so?
They've just subbed out Seth Rollins for Logan Paul. As we saw
that's we'll get to that. But what I mean is, it's like, you could have. So our guy's injured. Let's. Oh, pardon me, that beer. Oh, let's pivot and do something.
Yeah,
let's do something exciting. We've just had something exciting happen on Raw. Braun Breaker spears Seth Rollins. Now we have to build on that.
Yeah.
But instead they just go, okay, you're not in the battle royal. We're just gonna go back to our previous plan, but we're just gonna stick Logan Paul in it.
Yeah.
Rather than have Braun Breaker fight CM Punk here.
Absolutely.
And maybe win the belt. He didn't even have to win the belt. Just the fact that he would have been fighting could have been enough.
I've got something to say about that, but I'll wait until the main event to get there.
Yeah, well, we just spoke about Jade Cargill and Tiffany Stratton.
Yep.
Then we had Dominic Mysterio, Penta and Rusev. I mean, I know you don't like Dominic.
I don't like Dominic, but this is probably, at the minute, the favourite match of mine I've seen.
I think Dominic Mysterio, what he's doing is some of the better stuff on Raw.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to...
Being the slimy shit who keeps getting away with his belt.
Pretty much the only thing I enjoyed on Raw this week was the return of Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
The return of Rey Mysterio was excellent. I just wish that... Oh, God, right, so I've got to go on another fucking tangent. The crowd reactions recently from WWE are some of the most obnoxious crowd reactions I've ever heard in my entire life. They don't care what character somebody is trying to portray. They don't care if they're a face. They don't care if they're a heel. They will cheer and boo whatever it is in front of them, regardless of context. During that segment, they booed Rey Mysterio, they cheered Rey Mysterio, they booed Dominic, they cheered Dominic. This was something that really got my goat a couple of weeks ago before the same night that Seth Rollins got speared. 1 second the crowd were booing him, the next they were cheering him. The next they were booing him, the next they were cheering him. There's no context to it. No one's invested in the stories or the characters. They're just there to make noise.
Yeah, but then it doesn't help when the characters are bland.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I'm not being funny. Babyface Cody Rhodes is getting a bit boring. So no wonder why, when you get an slightly interesting heel, they're going to cheer for the heel.
I mean, I'll be honest, Dave. I think babyface Cody Rhodes has been boring since AEW.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, though. You get the Cody Rhodes, like people are cheering Cody Rhodes because he's the blue-eyed babyface. But then also on the other hand, he's getting a bit boring, and Drew McIntyre's more interesting. Yeah. So people are going to cheer for him.
Yeah.
What you need to do is you should have made Cody Rhodes. I think they should turn Cody heel. Yeah. Heel Cody's fun.
I don't think. Right. So
I don't think they will. It's the same for the John Cena thing. It's about all the the Make-A-Wish stuff and all the merchandising and stuff like that.
But also the big thing with Cody Rhodes, and this is one of the reasons why he left AEW. He doesn't want to turn heel because he wants to be the babyface that Vince McMahon thought he could never be. Him and also CM Punk is the same way. They both want to be eternal babyfaces that carry the company on their backs, specifically because back in the 2010s, Vince McMahon and Paul Levesque told them they could never be that, and they've been obsessed with becoming that ever since.
Whereas both of them, but I think it's CM Punk's better as a heel.
Absolutely, and he has not been a heel since he returned in 2001.
Yeah,
that is 4 years where he has refused to be a heel.
Because I think it was Wrestle Talk. I was watching Wrestle Talk, and they was talking about how CM Punk was probably going to turn heel in AEW, but it's like now when he went to WWE, it kind of reset his clock, and now he just hasn't.
I genuinely think this. I do not think he was ever going to turn face. He was ever going to turn heel in AEW.
You don't think he was going to turn heel on Max?
No, and the reason why I think that is because the same thing. He wanted to carry the company on his back like a babyface. He wants to prove that he can be that. He wants to prove he can be the face of the company. And until he does that, until he is the eternal babyface that does all of the press, that is the representative of the company on stuff like, your Saturday Night Live, your Conan chat show. I know I'm probably dating myself horribly with these references. But until he can prove that he can be the face of a company, the guy who's got the company on his back, who leads the company into the future, he ain't going to turn heel because he wants to prove he can be that guy.
Yeah, he needs to, though. He's boring.
I know.
He's boring as a face.
Cody Rhodes, the greatest. I still think the best work he has ever done is in ROH as heel Cody Rhodes.
Yeah. That's what I mean. He should turn that. I mean, what a twist it would have been if he would have took over the Vision or something.
Absolutely.
And they had like a new NWO type.
That would have been fantastic. But this is the thing as well, one of the main criticisms. Oh, sorry.
If he became like the Hollywood Hogan.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
We're not getting stuff like that right now anymore because one of the things that Tony Khan got criticised for when AEW was starting to go off the boil was things were going wrong, people were leaving, people were getting injured, and instead of pivot the storylines to something else, he'd wait until the people who were injured got back and just carried on with the storylines.
Yeah. And by that time it cooled off.
Yep. Paul Levesque, Triple H, for WWE is now doing the exact same thing.
Yeah,
he is not pivoting. He is just carrying on the same stuff over and over again. I don't know why. I get the feeling that mainstream American wrestling has become such big business that once this gigantic ship starts going over the cliff, it's impossible to turn it around.
As well, now is the sort of time you take a chance because you've got between now and January to give it a chance and rectify it. Because then once you get to January, then you're going to be even if it's not your Mania plan, you could have had Bron Breakker win the title. He could have lost it in December.
Absolutely, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
The whole idea that the last few years has been about year-long title reigns has destroyed the spontaneous feeling that wrestling used to give us. And I understand that we needed a better focus on long-term storytelling.
Yeah, but you can have a 2-year champion.
Yeah.
But then you can also have a week champion.
Yeah.
Like 2-week title reign.
Absolutely.
Okay, you don't have to have a 2-year champion, then another 2-year champion.
Yeah.
You got to... The thing that's... The problem with wrestling, and especially with this show, right? What on this show did you see that you thought, I need to watch Raw this week, I need to watch SmackDown this week?
What would you say to your friends, oh my god, this thing happened?
Yeah.
And here's the thing. CM Punk became World Heavyweight Champion for the first time since he came back, which was also, 10 years since he previously was there? Yeah. This should be one of the events of...
The only talking, if he would have fucked over Jey Uso to win it and turned heel, it would have been a talking point. It'd been, oh, did you see what CM Punk done to Jey Uso?
Yeah. Or if it had been, if it had been against Gunther, if it had been against,
Should have been Braun.
Should have been Braun, absolutely.
But the thing is, it's like what we said earlier about the Cody match. Imagine if Drew McIntyre did do something like that, just get someone to come and punch him, and Cody... You'd be like, oh, I need to see SmackDown to see what happens.
Yeah.
It's not like when an episode of Raw would end with Stone Cold coming down and squirting everyone with a beer truck. You're
exactly,
like, oh, I need to... Or The Rock throwing Stone Cold in the Mississippi River or something like that. And you feel like, oh, I've got to see what happened on next week's Raw.
I mean, the last time wrestling was honestly like that, it was sort of pandemic era and pre-pandemic Wednesday Night Dynamite.
Yeah. Yeah.
And a few things happened when Vince McMahon was still in charge of WWE. I feel like really bombastic, out of left turn things. But it's just, there is a malaise right now. And I thought that this would happen under Triple H.
Yeah.
And I know that Vince McMahon's creative was terrible, shocking, completely inconsistent, had absolutely
not forever though, was it? It was in the last 10 years or so. But it was not always like that.
Oh yeah, no, but if it was in the last 10 years, you know what I mean?
I mean, we have to give Vince McMahon some credit.
We do, absolutely. But what I'm trying to say here is that as bad as Vince McMahon's booking was, he was creating chaos. Yeah. And chaos is compelling.
Yeah.
Paul Levesque is just a very competent booker who books very competent storylines.
Yeah.
And that competence is not compelling.
No, it's starting to get boring.
Yeah.
I mean, I know we are in that lull period between, until January. I mean, obviously things better pick up in January when the...
Yeah.
But, think like you go through January to WrestleMania, you get all the fans watching, and then you got to keep them, because I'm not we're big wrestling fans, so we know there's a lull this time of year. People will be watching, but for the casual fans, they've probably been watching it since January, got past WrestleMania, and now they're thinking, oh, this is fucking boring.
Yeah,
and then they turn off.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm this is the only reason why I keep Netflix at the minute, and I honestly don't think. I have thought about cutting the cord and trying to get on somebody else's password, but unfortunately fucking password sharing's a thing that doesn't happen anymore. Do you know what? Have we spoken about the fucking Dominic Mysterio match that we started after all this tangenting? Well, I will say though, that tangent, that rant, much more interesting than talking about the actual event.
Yeah, I mean, this event was pony, let's be honest. I think it's a problem with WWE at the moment. I mean, to be honest, AEW is not doing much better in the compelling stakes either. I mean, I've just shit on WWE, but I will say AEW isn't, because I mean, you had the big event of the summer, Hangman winning the title, and now he just feels like an afterthought.
Yeah.
Although this week's Dynamite, there was a good callback to a couple of years ago with the whole dressing up thing.
Yeah,
it was quite fun, but
and that's the thing, the whole Hangman Adam Page thing right now is it's honestly, it's really good, and I'm really enjoying it. But it is not, oh my god, we have to destroy the Death Riders. Yeah. Oh my god, this is happening and we have to, do this. It's, him and Samoa Joe are going to have a really good match that I don't even think is going to be the main event again.
Yeah.
At Full Gear. And honestly, one of the things that I wanted AEW to do pretty much from the jump was have their events sort of organised in a way that the World Heavyweight Championship, the Men's World Heavyweight Championship, is not always the main event. That sometimes you could have a tag team main event. You could have the women's division main event. I actually think at Full Gear, if they pull the trigger on it, the main event might be Takeshita Okada. And I absolutely would be 100% there for that, because that is by far and away the best thing on that show right now.
Possibly. Yeah, that'd be good.
Or it might even be Mercedes Moné versus Chris Statlander, because apparently she's put all the belts on the line for it.
Oh, is she?
I think so. I think it's... Well, so the words that they've used is winner take all. And I think that should mean...
I've not heard that.
Yeah. That all of the belts that she has are on the line.
That would be quite fun.
It would be quite fun. I have no idea how the hell Chris Statlander walks away with the title in that case.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that maybe that was the point in the first place, is that, now I've said that, I've got a real nasty feeling that Chris Statlander might be a...
like a transitional champion.
Transitional champion, yeah.
Yeah.
But, as we were saying a minute ago, that's actually kind of what we want to see from our belts for a bit. We went from there being no long-term storytelling to everything being long-term storytelling.
Yeah, that's the problem.
I don't know why Hangman is doing Samoa Joe twice.
Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, though. I mean, if you've got, the world, that's... You've got so many belts on these shows. If one is being defended long-term, then the other one should change hands to keep things a bit more...
Absolutely, yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not saying 2000 WCW...
Yeah.
Where it changes like twice in one show and shit like that, and fucking David Arquette wins it. Or you don't need to be that shocking, but let's let's have a title change on Dynamite.
Yeah.
Let's have a title change on Raw or something.
Fucking when...
I'm having another beer.
Was it Kenny Omega who won it at... Did Kenny Omega win it?
Kenny Omega won. He won it on the Dynamite. Yeah, one of them. And I remember on was it the first episode of Rampage?
Not World's End. Winter is Coming.
Yeah, and I think it was the first episode of Rampage. He dropped the TNA Championship to
Christian Cage. That's the thing, and don't get me wrong. I know it's not going to happen on Collision, but. Ratings apparently aren't that great right now.
That's one thing that's... Collision needs to be live.
Yeah.
Really.
Collision is very much...
Because you can't...
2000 SmackDown right now.
You can't have anything... You can't have a shock title change on a taped show.
No, exactly, yeah. And I definitely think, especially seeing as how apparently television ain't doing great for AEW right now, we need to make it
everyone's ratings has gone down because they've changed the way they calculate the ratings.
Yeah. Literally, every other television program on Earth, their ratings have shot through the roof.
Yeah, because it's more accurate and wrestling's dropped.
Wrestling is no wonder our ratings are so bad, Dave. That's a reflection of...
It's a reflection.
Yeah. God. Oh my God, wrestling isn't as popular. You know what that is? And I say this allegedly. Do you know how Nielsen ratings were created? How they're measured?
I did. I can't think of offhand.
It's a bunch of volunteers or people that Nielsen pay to have a device in their home that they monitor.
Yeah.
Is that a list of homes? Is that ever made public? Do people know about that? And if so, have the people from New York ever gone to those guys here? Have a cheeky little backhander and put this on a Monday night.
That's it. But unless you've got a good mix of people, you're not going to get a true rating anyway, are you?
Exactly, yeah.
So,
Dominic Mysterio versus Penta and Rusev?
Did we talk about that or not?
I think we went straight for it. We said maybe one thing about it.
Do you want to talk about it? Do you have an opinion? I'm enjoying. I can't even remember the match, but I will say I am enjoying the Dominic Mysterio stuff.
Yeah.
Because Sheamus got involved recently with this because he's involved with the Judgment Day business now. I'm hoping Sheamus wins the belt. You know what? I heard a rumor that John Cena might get the Intercontinental title before he retires because he's never won it.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be nice if Sheamus wins that tournament?
Yeah.
And then beats John Cena for the Intercontinental Championship in John Cena's retirement.
Do you know what? Sheamus versus Cena makes me so much more interested in Cena's last match than I currently am. Because right now, I think Cena's last match is already just kind of boring.
But that's the thing, because Cena's never won it, and Sheamus has never won it. So what if Cena wins it off of Dominic, and then he puts it on the line for whoever... Because Sheamus is in that tournament.
Yeah.
So what if Sheamus wins the tournament, and then finally wins the Intercontinental Championship off of John Cena? I'm putting that out in the universe, because I would love to see that. I think that would be really good. Because that would be a very... Because obviously John Cena's retiring, so people would be sad. But it would be a really good feel-good moment, because Sheamus...
Yeah.
Winning
Do
the
you
title.
think that it's going to be Dominic versus Cena at Survivor Series then?
I don't know.
Because it's San Diego, and that is the hometown of both Dominic and the returning Rey Mysterio. And it would be the absolute perfect place for them to have their big blow-off match.
Yeah.
I think.
Maybe.
But yeah, so... But that... Even the Cena's last match right now isn't exciting anybody, because the first 4 competitors that are apparently fighting for the right to be Cena's last match, they're all mid-carders.
Yeah.
It's not like there's nobody exciting.
And there's going to be someone from NXT in that tournament, because I watched NXT today.
Yeah.
And Ava was saying that she's going to put someone in the tournament, so there's going to be an NXT person in
If that's Obafemi, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
If Obafemi gets the rub from John Cena in John Cena's last match, that's an incredible thing.
Yeah. That won't happen, though.
No, because that's exciting, and WWE have gone right back to the point that I was in 2019, where every idea that every wrestling content creator was coming up with for WWE's booking was way more exciting than anything WWE was actually doing. Yeah. It used to happen all the time. People would get hyped up and they would go, oh, what if they did this? What if they did this, this and this? And they'd be coming up with these really good ideas. And then you'd be excited to watch the product, knowing that all of these possibilities could happen.
Yeah.
And then you'd be so disappointed when the most boring thing possible happened.
Yeah, or you get something totally shit.
Yeah, and that is the problem. Like, and we escaped from that. Like, AEW before the pandemic, WWE after it, were doing really exciting, really buzzworthy, noteworthy stuff. And right now, both companies are just in a malaise.
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting to the point as well with some of this stuff. It's like, because there is good wrestling on some of these shows, on both companies. But I'm getting to the point where it's like, just a good wrestling match is not enough for me anymore. You know, I mean, I like Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, great wrestlers. But I don't know how many times I could just see them in a good tag team match.
Yeah.
Or a good 3-6 man. You know what I mean? Like, it comes on and it's like, oh, you know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with the matches. The matches are great, but it's just like,
there's no emotional investment. There's no stakes.
There's nothing. You know, at least when John Moxley fought Hangman Page, I was there. I mean, begrudgingly, I had to sit through months of John Moxley pissing me off. But at least when Hangman Page won, I was sitting there like cheering.
Yeah. I tell you this now. Apart from seeing Forbidden Door live. The last 6 months, I get the feeling that the last 6 months of professional wrestling matches aren't going to make a dent in my top 10 that we already done in June.
Yeah.
Apart from like 2 matches that we saw at Forbidden Door.
Forbidden Door, yeah.
Was
maybe...
All In happened afterwards, didn't it?
Maybe from All In was before Forbidden Door.
Yeah, so what I'm saying is, did we do our...
We done our
6
thing. We done it before All In.
We done it before All In. Okay,
yeah, so there's some All In, because obviously you got maybe the Hangman match. You got Ospreay and
Ospreay
match with the Bucks.
Ospreay with the Bucks and Swerve. Yeah, absolutely.
But other than that, there hasn't been, apart from those 2 pay-per-views. I think there's not really been a lot. There's been nothing on WWE.
Nothing on WWE's side. Like, Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens is still there for me.
Well, I mean, my top 10 had 2 WWE matches on it, I think. Now it's got 1.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, there's no way the others are sticking around with, like, you know, all the stuff that we got. But yeah, nothing from All Out, nothing from Wrestle Dream. Liked them, Loved.
Yeah.
I loved them. I loved those shows. I thought they were really good shows, but there was nothing on there that hit that peak in the same sort of way.
I'm just getting to the point now where I've seen so much good wrestling.
Yeah.
Good wrestling is good wrestling. But it's like, I need a beer truck moment.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need that sort of thing.
You need that. You need that spike of adrenaline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need that it close to a show that's me be like, oh shit, I need to watch next week.
But here's the thing though, is that the worst part of this all is that I can't even see where that would come from, even if it did happen. I try to think of anything that AEW can do right now that would be in any way, shape or form.
But it's not even AEW. Like WWE had one literally weeks ago.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins got speared by Bron Breakker. Right? I thought to myself, I need to see what happens with this.
Yeah.
And then nothing happened with it.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Like, even if they do it, there's no follow-up to it either.
Oh, do you know what? I'm going to say this now, even though we've not actually officially moved on to CM Punk versus Jey Uso.
Let's just move on to it anyway.
Yeah, right. Well, I'll say this now. I think CM Punk right now is a bit pissed off. And I'll tell you why. One reason that they floated around why they didn't make Bron Breakker champion right now is because it's too important. His first championship reign is too important to waste on a Saturday night's main event. Here's CM Punk. You can be champion for the first time in 10 years on Saturday night's main event instead. That's not as important as Bron Breakker is. And I bet you that is the kind of thing that sets the mind of CM Punk reeling.
Yeah, probably.
I think we are going to start seeing, especially if, he loses it before WrestleMania or something like that. Because I genuinely feel he was odds on to win the Royal Rumble this year. The next Royal Rumble that happened, I reckon he was odds on to win it. I reckon this championship reign means that that's absolutely not going to happen now.
Yeah.
I certainly don't think that if he was facing Seth Rollins on Saturday night's main event, he would have been winning it. That they would have waited for a more important time. But now, they're like, right, Saturday night's main event. And also, one of the worst received, worst attended, and worst ratings-wise WWE television events
I'm
in
not
quite some
surprised
time.
no one went. Fucking ticket prices.
Yeah.
I mean, that's another thing we got to talk about.
What are people paying for when they're going to see fucking WWE? Are you getting fucking sucked off in those seats? I hope not, because there's children in that room.
We pay between 100 200 quid for our AEW tickets, something like that, and we get decent seats.
We get fairly decent seats.
But we get especially with the Wembley shows, you get a fucking day of wrestling.
That is, and don't get me wrong, it is exhausting.
Yeah.
It is. Sometimes it is trying.
And that's the thing, and you have to admit, because that's the thing. I will say Collision needs to be taped, but those people in attendance, they get a day of wrestling.
Absolutely.
If you go to an AEW show, you're getting your money's worth in that ticket.
Absolutely. I screamed Swerve's House 5 times at the top of my lungs, and I sang fucking the Final Countdown with all of my might, and that for me would have been worth 500 quid. And I got it for 2.
How much are them tickets for that Saturday night's main event? And they had less than an hour's of wrestling.
And shouting yeet for 15 minutes ain't nowhere near the equivalent to either of those two
the only good thing about these WWE shows for the live crowd is probably they get a very good piss break in between.
Yeah.
And they can go get something to eat between every match.
Oh my God. You can take a fucking holiday in the seats between these. You can drive a bus before you.
Jet 2 holiday.
Oh, God almighty. Oh, God, that meme's worse than the fucking monkey, I swear to God. That bloody Hawk Tour thing. Oh. It's always the shit ones that get...
That's so last year, Lee.
It's always the shit ones that get the most traction. I don't understand children these days.
I know. It's like with the songs. I mean, the songs I fucking hate because I've heard the same 10 seconds over and over again. Yes, there is another beer for you, Lee.
Thank you very much. I'm waggling the beer in his face so that you don't have to hear me begging
it's
for
the
it.
beer you're waggling in my face.
I don't know.
I don't want to end up like Jey Uso on a t-shirt.
4 letters, 1 word, mate.
4 letters, 1 word. Cheers. J-I-double-Z. How strong are these beers, Lee? What the fuck's going on?
Well, I'll be honest, mate. I was a bit pissed off after.
I mean, these are 4 point. I mean, to be honest, I'm halfway through the second one already.
Yeah. Like I said, mate, I do have options downstairs.
Oh, I'll probably have to have a good old beer after this podcast. I think.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, anyway, so that was Saturday night's main event. 4 words, 1 word. 4 letters, 1 word.
4 letters, 1 word. We didn't even fucking talk about like the actual match.
Do you still want to talk about Dominic Mysterio? Is that what you're going to go on to?
No, I'm not.
Because you tried so hard to talk about that match.
All I was going to say is probably match of the night, but for what reason I could not tell you.
Because it was better than the other. Because everything else was
CM
crap.
Punk versus Jey Uso reminded me so much of mid-2000s WWE main events because
Did you see the neck breaker botch?
Yeah, that was so bad.
Oh dear.
He was so angry after Jey Uso could not take a fucking neck breaker. What do you think he was doing?
I don't know. I don't rate Jey Uso at all.
No, I don't. I like, for me,
he's an entrance, and that's it.
He's the entrance, yeah. And people were saying, "Oh, but the entrance is over." Like, you got to back him because his entrance is so over. Anyone could have that entrance.
Anyone could do that.
You could get Dominic Mysterio to team up with Jey Uso, take Yeet from him, and Dominic Mysterio suddenly becomes the biggest wrestler on planet Earth.
Exactly.
And as much as I think that Dominic Mysterio is a Nepo baby who otherwise would just be some bloke who wandered in off the street, I think he's better than Jey Uso at this point.
I liked Dominic Mysterio. I mean, he really got me this week. When we was talking about the Rey Mysterio turn, when he mentioned Eddie Guerrero, and then Dominic said, "Don't talk." Was it? Don't mention my father. Yeah,
keep my father's name out of your mouth. Yeah.
So good.
And I will say, I don't know whether that was
that's
scripted or
that's
not.
long-term storytelling.
Yeah, Christ.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Well, that was Saturday night's main event.
And most of the ranting that I was planning to do after we'd finished discussing Saturday night's main event. Yeah. But then again, it just weren't that interesting, was it? What time are we on here right now?
Well, should we get on? Because we got Wrestle Club, and I've got an interesting one this week. So should we get on to Wrestle Club?
Very much. Go for it, mate.
So you recommended me. So we'll talk about our last times. You recommended me Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joe from Great Balls of Fire.
Yes.
10 minutes, it was good. It was fun. Good fun. But there's something that I'm missing from WWE, the big hoss fight type stuff.
Yeah.
And I think AEW should start doing it as well, because they got big guys.
Yes, they do, and they need to start. And I've never been a big guy wrestling bloke before, but now we're not getting it.
But now we've got like, because we've really got, like, everyone's tiny now. And I know why we ain't got a lot of big men. Is because, to be honest, there's been a lot of big men who just can't wrestle, and they were big. They were there because they were big men.
Yeah.
So I get that. But
we've got.
I miss an Undertaker or a Kevin Nash or a Kane, or something like that. So,
because think about it, in AEW, Powerhouse Hobbs might look massive,
but he's nothing compared to what fucking Kane and that was.
Yeah, like he would be like one of the mid-sized guys in old school WWE. Exactly. Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. You look at Christian Cage and Edge, and they were like light heavyweight champions. Weren't they?
It's actually one thing that I realised about CM Punk during this match. He wants to wrestle so much like Bret Hart. But when you look at the size of Bret Hart compared to CM Punk...
Oh, Bret Hart's massive.
Yeah, and then you look at how when Bret Hart did stuff, when he landed in the middle of the ring, or when he smashed himself into like the turnbuckle and that, the whole ring shakes. Yeah. You can hear like the canvas bounce. And CM Punk is trying to do the same stuff that Bret Hart did, but without that size, without that heft. he doesn't have anywhere near the aesthetic effect
No.
that Bret Hart used to do. He needs to try and be a bit more athletic because that's the kind of body type he is. It just doesn't work
when you're
for him.
smaller, like that's why Bryan Danielson works, because he doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
He works a complete different style that suits his smaller build. That's why people like Will Ospreay and Kenny the more athletic and flippy stuff is a lot because they're smaller guys. They can
exactly.
do it. You know. But yeah, so I mean, so that Great Balls of Fire, I enjoyed that. And you also recommend, what was the other one? It was Nature Boy Buddy Rogers.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
I'm going to be honest, I don't even know if I actually finished it.
No,
I watched.
I wasn't expecting you to, honestly.
I mean,
it was more an education sort of thing.
I watched. I think because I think it was about a 40-minute video, wasn't it?
Yeah. Oh no, back in the day, wrestlers used to go for an hour.
Right. It was. I think it was about a 40-minute video. I think I got through 10 minutes before I picked up my phone.
Yeah.
And I think by about 20 odd minutes, I think I'd lost interest completely.
Wrestling is not what it used to be. No. And one of the things that I wanted to mention when you finally watched it was, thank Christ. Do you know that, like, all of the crap...
No, don't get me wrong. No, it was good. It was interesting. The wrestling was good. But you know when it's like... Because obviously it's a different style of wrestling. We don't have this. But it wasn't too long ago. We was watching Nigel McGuinness and Zack Sabre Jr. doing that style, but so much better and so much quicker.
Yes.
And it's just like...
So much more exciting.
Yeah, so much more exciting. Because the style of wrestling I like. I think that was a bit too... I mean, I like my old wrestling, but that was a bit too old.
Yeah. Like... And even back in the day, you get people these days telling us that the wrestling now, it's too unrealistic. That match, those two competitors got called, this is too much, this is too unrealistic, by the wrestlers who came before them.
I know.
Have a look up a wrestler called Farmer Burns and Strangler Lewis about what they thought of Buddy Rogers and Bruno Sammartino and how they thought they were a bunch of clowns.
Spinning their graves now, aren't
exactly.
They? God.
So that's that.
So that's what you recommended me. What did I recommend you?
Do you know what? I've completely forgotten. I know I watched it pretty much the second you left.
We're gonna have to look it up.
Yeah. Tell you what, I'll
you look it up, and I will plug some socials while you do that.
Plug some socials.
If you just go to our playlist. Yeah. See, on the videos we have a playlist which is Wrestle Club, and you can watch all of these videos that we recommend in the playlist.
Did we put it in the playlist?
I put it in the playlist. It's all cool. In the playlist.
Nice.
So if you go to the playlist, which is the one with the big Buddy Rogers on it.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, no, how could I forget that?
That's what I recommended. I recommended Ilja Dragunov and Sami Zayn from SmackDown last week.
Do you know what? I could not believe that I could... Because I had an idea of what I was going to recommend to you, and then we got so caught up in the discussions of that. Because my recommendation this week was going to be for you to watch... Ilja. It was going to be my recommendation last week. Ilja Dragunov versus Gunther in I don't even know how you would watch it right now. I don't know if it's on YouTube, if even the...
I think it is.
Okay.
Because I think it came up when I was looking for that. I think it is on YouTube.
That match, oh my...
Was it from a TakeOver?
God. No, it was from
UK?
NXT UK.
Oh, okay.
It was an NXT UK takeover, yeah. If that was even what they were called.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if we can find that one and put in a doobly-doo.
Absolutely, mate.
But
yeah,
my one, I'm so excited to show this. Because remember we was talking the other day how it was a bit of a trick that we didn't mention the Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero from Halloween Havoc.
Yeah.
Even though that is on our playlist.
Oh, it is on our playlist,
It is, because we recommended it months ago. But something popped up on my YouTube feed the other day from Halloween Havoc 1991. This match. It's called the Chamber of Horrors.
Oh my God! Is this Is it the Dungeon of Doom?
No.
No.
It's called the Chamber of Horrors, right? And I'm going to explain this match, right? So first of all, because I need to talk about this match. I need to talk about this, right? So basically, it is a 4-on-4 match. Right?
Yes.
It is. So we have pre-Razor Ramon Scott Hall, Abdullah the Butcher, Cactus Jack,
I didn't know that Abdullah the Butcher was ever on WCW.
and Vader on one team, taking on the Steiner brothers, Rick and Scott. Whatever WCW decided is called Giant Gonzalez. Remember the big dude in the funny suit who fought Undertaker? Him and Surfer Sting. Right.
This is either going to be the greatest thing ever or the absolute worst.
So then the match is called the Chamber of Horrors. So it is in a weird cage that is about as visible. It's slightly more easy to see than a.
This is giving me TNA Monsters Ball vibes.
Think of like the visibility in a Punjabi death match. Prison match.
Oh Christ!
Right? It's nearly as bad as that, right? So you've got
all these fantastically violent things happening and no one can see them.
You do get to see some action because they decided to strap a camera to Nick Patrick's head.
Oh my God.
So they do cut to this camera and it's shaking all over the fucking place. You're getting vertigo watching this footage. Right? But then also you get glimpses of Nick Patrick from another camera and he's literally wearing a bicycle helmet with a camera gaffer taped to the side of it, right? And this is all commentated on by Jim Ross and Tony Schiavone.
Oh, he hadn't gone...
They are commentating on this. Yeah. Or at least it sounded like them. I'm pretty sure it was. And then the stipulation of the match. So you have this big cage. Then at some point during the match, another cage lowers down into the centre of the ring, taking up about a 6 foot by 6 foot area. So the ring is like there's nowhere for them to wrestle now. And inside this cage is an electric chair. And the premise of the match is you have to put someone in an electric chair. And then on the outer cage in the corner is a giant fuse box with a lever on it. So you have to strap them in and then pull the lever.
Do not tell me who gets the electric chair.
But I will say, when the electric chair goes off, the pyro is better than an AEW Dynamite ring exploding death match. The fireworks were much better than that monstrosity that happened in the pandemic.
Dude, I think we can see fucking fireworks through our window now.
But the pyro was better. Yeah. Right? But it was just like they were trying to wrestle, and like, can you imagine? Like, there's Giant Gonzalez in there for a start.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Abdullah the Butcher. So it was a bit of and to forget, sorry, around the ring there was coffins. There was just like wooden coffins, like old school ones, like fantasy coffins.
Not even like
not like a Darby Allin castle, like a weird wooden coffins, just. For no reason whatsoever, right? So you've got these 4 on 4. They all start in the ring, and the thing is, even when they're entrance, they all come out in a weird order. So it's not like the first team and then the second team just come out in random. Yeah. So it's just like who's on who's fucking. You don't get it until like you started the match.
What is this called?
Chamber of Horrors.
Chamber of Horrors.
It's from Halloween Havoc 1991. I think you can watch the entire Halloween Havoc on the WCW YouTube channel, but it is on the thing, and it's not very long. I mean, I forget what the video, but yeah.
It's 20 minutes. Yeah, that seems about right.
It's Lee's just brought it up on the YouTube. You can see it now. But there you go. Copyright. But I mean, it is just we're going to watch it straight after this podcast now, aren't we? Yeah, I mean this. It's just fun. I'm not going to lie. It's not good, right? I was because I remember there was a match years ago when RoboCop came out. I was expecting RoboCop to come out halfway through this, but no, this was bad, but but good fun bad. It was just fucking stupid.
I am gonna watch this, and then straight afterwards, I can see in the sidebar, it's bringing up Figure 4 Wrestling online. I'm gonna watch David Alvarez. I'm going to watch Alvarez rip this one apart.
Rip this apart.
David Alvarez? What's Brian Alvarez, yeah. I'm going to watch him rip it apart.
So this just came across my feed the other day and I watched it and I was just like, yes, I have to recommend this match because it was just... Like, this for me, it's got the same sort of thing as like Anarchy in the Arena type vibes. But obviously in a time when the wrestling wasn't as athletic and exciting. It's just like 8 meaty men bouncing around not even bouncing around because they didn't bump, did they, for each other? And then all of a sudden, like a 7 foot square in the middle of the ring is just taken up by this other cage, so you can't wrestle at all.
I'm just.
Yeah,
we are definitely watching this.
And then obviously with the soothing tones of JR and Tony Schiavone.
Yeah. That was probably the first thing that Bischoff did that would end up really sinking the company, is getting rid of JR, because he didn't want his program that has Southern origins to have Southern accents, because he thought that, the people of the North wouldn't listen.
It is weird listening to JR in this, because obviously this was before he... This was like before he got his Bell's palsy. And obviously Bell's palsy is not nice, but after he had his first bout, his commentary really became more distinctive after that. Because he really had a distinctive sound.
Right, okay, yeah. In fact, I'm now remembering what he used to sound like before that.
Yeah, it's not like 1998 Hell in the Cell. It's like, oh my god, you know what I mean?
It's quite high pitched compared to what it sounds like right now. Isn't it? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, so that's my pick. So I'm going to say.
So that's mine, and this is exactly what I was talking about earlier, Dave. We were talking about how right now we have got two very competently booked wrestling promotions, and there's no chaos.
Yeah,
this is chaos, and it is the most excited we've gotten about wrestling all day.
To be honest, if they booked this match, I'd be like, "What the fuck is going on?" Because this is like Punjab. I mean, no, this is better than the Punjabi prison match, but this is like, this is not good. But this is the type of thing where it's just like. I think this is like, the hype that you would have got, I bet the people going to watch this probably got the same sort of hype as what we do going to watch a Anarchy in Arena.
Yeah.
But obviously the execution is, I mean, blocking off the ring so they can't fucking wrestle in it is just fucking ridiculous.
I mean,
Yeah, it is a
bad,
laugh.
yeah.
Where's the laugh? How are we doing for time? Because I think we want to watch this match now, don't we?
We do. We're almost coming up to the hour. We're not quite here yet. I don't mind if we don't hit the hour. That's fine by me.
Should we?
We got anything else we want to talk about? I think I've exhausted.
I did want to mention quickly because I don't think, did we talk about the Andrade situation?
Oh, the year-long contract thing that he's got.
He was in WWE. He went to AEW. He left AEW, went to WWE. Then he's got fired from WWE. He turned up back in AEW, and now it turns out he's got a year-long non-compete clause.
So he might end up back in WWE again, just because he needs to work. And it would be,
well, he can work in other countries, can't he? So, I wonder if he'll go to CMLL or something like that.
Well, that's the thing. I was actually half expecting him to turn up at Wrestle Dream, just being like, hey, Paul, see you in court or something like that. Because apparently, non-competes are, they're not defendable, they're not justified, they're not enforceable.
Yeah, well, I was reading the thing, apparently not enforceable because they're independent contractors.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
It's only an enforceable thing for employees, which will really shake up the wrestling business.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Well, that's that then.
Oh, and fucking Samantha Irving, is that Ricochet's, the one who sang...
Ricochet's wife.
Yeah, Ricochet's wife, yeah.
The ring announcer.
The ring announcer. She's got a 2-year non-compete after she left WWE.
Really?
Yeah. She can't work on television in North America for 2 years.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. That's a chunk of your career, of somebody's life.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Yeah.
So she can't just do anything on TV?
Well, obviously she could, she sang Ain't Nobody for Swerve.
Yeah. I know, that was Bray Wyatt's missus.
Was that JoJo?
Yeah, that was JoJo who's done that.
Damn.
Yes, Samantha Irving hasn't. I wondered why she did it, because I thought she just left WWE. I thought her contract just expired. I thought she just left. She
left, and apparently it's not 30 days for her, or even fucking 60 days. It's fucking 2 years.
Yeah, but I thought if your contract expires, there's no.
No. If you get fired, there's no non-compete.
Yeah, but they didn't fire her, did they?
No. So if somebody's contract expires,
when your contract expires, yeah. So I thought her contract just expired.
I don't know.
So what happened then?
I don't know, mate, yeah, but it's ridiculous, is what it is.
That's bad.
Yeah.
I would have thought that and all.
Well, it's a shame to leave on that, because that was a rather high energy version. I think that's one of our best episodes yet.
You reckon?
I genuinely think so.
Even though the wrestling was 4 letters, 1 word.
Yeah. Is there another 4 letters, 1 word that you can think of, Dave?
Fuck. yeah, so yeah, fuck off.